Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. I am the Colombian rocket scientist, and today I'm going to be talking about the best part about being a propulsion test engineer. I am a rocket scientist. I work for a private space flight company, and specifically, my job title is a propulsion test engineer. So I'm just gonna give a brief summary of what I like best about being in this role, right? What I like best about my job, right? So one of the reasons why I like being a test engineer is because if you think about, I love giving historical analogies, and so this is a new field in which we are kind of sort of repeating the what happened during the age of exploration. So if you are the kind of guy that gets excited about being in a pioneer stage by being one of the pioneers in a new field of exploration and being essentially a shipbuilder, right? The people in my industry, we are all shipbuilders. Just like the shipbuilders during the age of exploration, those that built the Mediterranean ships, and also those that built ships for crossing the Atlantic Ocean during the age of exploration when the Europeans were out and exploring the Americas and circumnavigating the globe. That's kind of how you would be the people in my field are those people. They are the shipbuilders of the modern times, and the ships we are building are spaceships, right? Which to me is amazing. Is really like the stuff of science fiction. So it's like science fiction coming to life, in modern times, and it I just that alone excites me, and it really fascinates me and gets me motivated, and it's one of the reasons why I'm extremely happy and fully and satisfied being in this industry. So that's one reason. The other reason is that you are one of the very few people in on this planet that gets to deal with perhaps the most powerful machines ever built by mankind, and these are rocket engines, right? Aside from nuclear weapons, the most powerful machines ever created by mankind have been rocket engines. Just the sheer amount of energy and power that they can produce is insane. It's immense. I remember a few years ago, I was working for a private rocket company that builds one of the most powerful and most advanced rocket engines in today's time, and it just the sheer vibration and noise and sound that you feel when those things come to life is inexplicable. It's like a hard feeling to describe, right? And it's a very unique opportunity. Like, not it's very few people have ever been around, I think, these machines that just it's really hard to fathom the power they're outputting and that they're generating from the combustion process that goes on inside of a rocket engine, and the fact that these things produce you know can are capable of producing hundreds of thousands, if not millions of pounds of force, in terms of thrust. um it's really what is necessary to get us off of this planet, right? And because of that, it's just sheer power that you can literally experience with every single test that you do as a propulsion test engineer. um Another thing I like about my job is that each day is different, right? You don't know you're gonna be doing every day, and it's not a mundane and routine thing that you do. It's not a routine. You don't do you don't go into work doing the same thing every single day. You don't know, because of the unexpected nature of testing rocket engines. So many things will happen. Things will break down. You have to troubleshoot a lot of sensors. You have to troubleshoot hardware issues. FOD is a big deal in regards to rocket engines, and so all these things causes a lot of variation in your day to day you know job. So it's it's very dynamic. It's a very dynamic type of work that you do, and so it keeps it, interesting. It keeps it. It doesn't get boring. Is what I'm trying to say. It keeps it very, very exciting each day coming into work, and you don't know what you're gonna be doing at any given day. So that's another thing. Another cool thing you could say about being a propulsion test engineer is that you're literally a rocket scientist. There's that saying in commonplace, right? That it's not rocket science, right? But when you get told that, you can literally say, "Oh, I mean, I am an actual rocket scientist, and what I do is truly rocket science," right? Because it really is. It really is. So that's kind of like a little thing I like to mention all the time about my job. Um, but lastly, I think one of the most exciting reasons for why I enjoy my job so much is because you are part of a new age in space flight. Um, you are essentially one of the pioneers that is part of the this movement of new space, right? And space is no longer a thing of just governments, right? It's now been able to be done by private companies, right? And businesses. And so like this is now an actual business. This is a new we are at the dawn of a new age, and it's only just getting started, right? And a lot of private companies right now are not just getting to orbit, but already have plans to uh, you know um, send people back to the moon and eventually onto Mars. And so like this is the future. Like this industry is the future of our species. And so I think that's one of the most amazing things, and it's one of the biggest motivations for me of why I got into this, and why I love being a propulsion test engineer. Not simply because I think, not just because of that, but also because of the fact that I enjoy the thrill that I get from being able to sit on console and literally make a rocket go and light and hot fire, just by the click of a button, right? And it's it just gets me going every single day. I love it, and hopefully that this goes to inspire a lot of young folks that really want to get into this industry or that are thinking about it, because it is very rewarding career, I'd say. But yeah, I think that's all for now. Again, like I am more than happy to answer any questions you guys have about this industry and this field and this job that I have. And so yeah, just let me know if you guys have any questions in the comments, and I'll be more than happy to answer them.